Hi everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. I am here again with
We're back.
Yes, we're back with Jimmy Boone with Cardinal Financial.
Yep.
And we are here for another session of real estate Q&A. We've decided we wanted to stay outside, but it's too windy, so we're sitting inside, and we wanted to answer some of the questions that you all have asked. First of all, the very first one was that what is the market look like? What's the inventory looks like?
Yeah.
And, we all know that it's been so crazy for the past 2 years. No inventory, Jimmy, right?
Low inventory, and what a first 2 months. I mean, we're already a week into March, and it feels like it's been, half a year already?
That's right. Yes.
I mean, it's crazy. But the inventory is a big part of it. And I know we can go into that in a little bit, but
Yeah, absolutely. So I went ahead and pulled some data to share with you all, and it's really good news. So I was comparing the week of January 30th to beginning of February 4th. So really just that week, and I looked up all the active homes and coming soon homes. And this is, by the way, let me tell you what the focus area is. This is Fairfax County, Loudoun County, Arlington County, right? All the Northern Virginia counties, cities, Falls Church City, Alexandria City, Loudoun County, as I mentioned that. These numbers during that week showed 54 listings that were active and or coming soon. And then I pulled one just toward end of February, last week of February into the first week of March. And okay, are you guys sitting down? It's 537.
That's more like it. That's more like it.
This is looking more like the normal, the typical.
Get back to normalcy.
Right. Normalcy, normal market.
Yeah.
Not having a lopsided. So this is So this is looking that way. So it's great. And those of you who are probably looking already or thinking about buying or selling, you probably do see a lot on your emails or everywhere, that you're logged into. You definitely see more homes on the market, which is great. And I have some data for just the last quarter of the year, which was so crazy. So for instance, for Fairfax County, the average sales prices went up 7%, a little bit over 7%.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and then in Loudoun County, we even 11%.
Yeah.
So this is all like last quarter of 2021. Of course, the supply and demand for both counties were, like less than, not even a month, like not even a quarter a month supply. So this was last quarter, and those other numbers that we just have end of February to beginning of March, that week alone in these counties and in the cities in Northern Virginia area, we've showed 537. So that's amazing.
Phenomenal.
Yes. So what does that, let's talk about what does that do to buying and selling?
Yeah. Well, I can just tell you, just on the loan side of things, I have just myself, I have several clients out right now that are all looking for homes, and I know it's a phenomenal time to sell your home. So, if you're a buyer out there that is also looking to, buy a new home, then, I say, that it's right to list your home and, start to look for a home, because at the end of the day, Kathy, people are getting contracts accepted with rent back and stuff like that. And, I feel like with more inventory out there and people putting their houses for sale, you're going to find your dream home. It's going to be out there. And, with so many buyers out there right now, and obviously the inventory picking up, it's really exciting. I think we're, up for a big turn. This will bring us into a great spring.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think all those buyers out there should be pumped too.
Yeah.
Now, can you tell us a little bit about the interest rate?
Of course. So
how is that
I
affecting?
think last time we were talking about a month ago, rates were, floating, mid threes,
Yeah,
right? A little
somewhere in
higher
threes,
threes. Well,
yeah.
obviously with the inflation problem we're dealing with in the country right now, the Fed has raised the rates. We're sitting around 4% in that range, just depending on down payment, et cetera, credit score. But at the end of the day, I feel like we're going to probably plateau here for a little bit. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're due for another hike, at least of a quarter, come springtime, maybe May or June. And then by the end of the year, the thought is it might be around 4.5%, maybe a little higher. And then I think it's going to plateau. But then again, we'll see. I mean, you never know. That's how crazy this market is.
Yeah.
I mean, things change all the time. We could have a 0.5 point swing. And next thing you know, we're back in the threes again,
Right.
like nothing. So
Right, absolutely. And for those of you all who are either watching now or later on watch half of it, is that we're just talking about some question and answer about real estate. We talked about the market, the inventory, available homes have gone up. Just the last week of February into the first week of March, we have about 537 homes on the market, whereas a month before it was 57.
Yeah.
And this is, again, we're talking about Fairfax County, Loudoun County, Arlington County, Alexandria City, Falls Church City. So, and then the other question that we've got was about appraisal. First of all, can you explain what is an appraisal?
Of course. So no matter what, you're going to have to get an appraisal on a home. And what an appraisal is, it's the true value of that home. So even if you buy the home for a certain price, that doesn't mean that that is the value of the home in the eyes of the investor. Okay, because the investor is the one that's going to be giving you the money, right? So, they're going to make sure that the house that you're buying is a good investment for them, because obviously they're lending all that money. So with that being said, they lend to whatever the appraised value is. So that the appraisal value is obviously an important factor when purchasing a home. But what I can tell you is I know people are, nervous of the market right now, of how competitive it is. A lot of people are out. What I'm seeing is that even with people offering, so much over list price, $25K, $50K, even hundreds of thousands of dollars over list price.
Right, yeah.
I haven't had a single issue with appraisals meeting the purchase price. I haven't had a single issue because it really seems to me that the appraisers are actually really taking into consideration of how hot this market is and how competitive it is.
And the buyers want it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And that's the thing. They're fighting. They want it because of, again, lack of inventory and so many other factors that has gone through COVID, of course. So now, one of the other questions we got was that can everybody get an appraisal waiver?
So, great question, Kathy. Yeah, so in terms of what an appraisal waiver is so, anytime you get a ratified contract, you're going to be put through something called an automated underwriting system. So that'll spit out right then and there if you get an appraisal waiver. And an appraisal waiver means that the system has automatically accepted the purchase price that you bought the home at. So you don't need to get an appraisal, which is great news. One, because it saves you a lot of time. And then two, because it saves you money. Now you don't have to get you're saving $500, $600 in some cases, for an appraisal. And especially when you're trying to close quickly in this, in this industry and this market right now, people are offering 10-day, 14-day closings, which we can do.
Yeah.
We can do. But yeah, so whether that quickly and you get an appraisal waiver, it just speeds things right up, because year ago, people were getting appraisals back in a week, 2 weeks, and now even if you have to get them, they're flying back. So that's good news.
And this is also important for sellers,
right?
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's even more important for sellers, that if those of you who are putting your house on the market or thinking about selling, then the price that you are putting the house on the market, of course, with all the comps and the low inventory and all that, considering all of those factors, but also just in this market, it seems to be going well.
Yeah.
It seems like there aren't too many issues, but I'm sure there are some out there, but it seems like what we have experienced, that it's the appraisal values are meeting the contract. So
Definitely,
that's
and like you said, more specifically in the Northern Virginia area. I mean, we haven't had a single problem with houses meeting that standard. So that's great news.
That's great.
Like you said, for both buyers and sellers.
And sellers to know that. So because depending on the sellers is accepting a waived contingency on appraisal, but maybe the financing is there. So just those are all very important to consider when you're accepting offers.
Yeah.
It can be tricky if one is waived and the other one isn't. So, but working with a experienced realtor can explain all of those to you and tell you the pros and cons of it.
Yeah.
So it's important. But this has been really, really interesting market, and I think we all are looking for a little bit of a more normal market for everybody, for everybody's sake. So we're here. Jimmy and I are here to answer any questions. Please send them to us, text, email, any message below. We can definitely answer through your or via email, or we can contact you, or even answer it on our next Q&A.
Because we'll be here the rest of the year. We'll be here the rest of the year, coming to you at least once a month.
That's right.
Just giving you an update on everything. So.
That's right. Absolutely. We are. And again, this is just an update on how the market in Northern Virginia is for us, and how we see it from a lending perspective, from a real estate part of it. And we have the heartbeat of the market day in, day out. So if there is anything we can help you and guide you, whether you're looking to sell or buy, please reach out. We are here to help. So until next time.
Until next time.
All right. Have a good one.
Thank you so much.
Bye.